Good morning everyone, welcome back to a brand new vlog. I hope you're all doing well. It's Sunday today and I was actually going to start this vlog tomorrow, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to start it today. I feel like I've got a couple of little bits I want to share with you and why not? Tomorrow I am heading out very early in the morning. It feels like I'm going on holiday, but I'm going on a staycation, which I am so excited about. This is the first press trip I've been on in probably a good like 2 years, and it's actually the first press trip I'm going on my own and not with like a close friend. Usually all of the press trips I've been on in the past in the UK, I've been on amazing trips to Ibiza and like lots of different things. I've always been with a close friend. I've shared a room with them, I've had the whole trip with them. So this is my first time going on my own. And although I know I'm gonna get there and I know Josie, who is hosting the event with Chloe, but I don't really know anybody and I'm a little bit nervous, and this is so out of my comfort zone because I very rarely say yes to things when I'm on my own, and it's so annoying. I think I've touched on this before, but I get really bad anxiety when it comes to doing something that it's like the unknown. That could be with anything, and things with the unknown just terrify me and I stay in my comfort zone. And I'm really trying this year to do things more and say yes and push myself out of that boundary. And I know for a fact that if you ever met me, you would never ever think that I struggle with that, because I'm quite a sociable person. I love to chat. I could literally talk to anybody and I don't give off that I'm like nervous, but it's just something in my body leading up to it that terrifies me. And as soon as I'm there, I'm absolutely fine and I don't even think about it. So I know I'm gonna be fine, but you know when you just have something in your head like, oh God, I'm really nervous, like what if nobody likes me? It's just like a bit of a panic, but I'm gonna be fine. So anyway, Josie and Chloe, who is Chloe Pilates, have teamed up to do a little Cotswold wellness retreat and have very kindly invited me along, and I am so excited. The itinerary looks absolutely perfect and I honestly just feel like it's going to be 2 days of just pure bliss, and I'm so excited because the last week I've really got myself back into like my health and wellness routines. I dip in and out of it. I'm not very consistent, I'm not gonna lie. I can go 6 months without doing anything remotely movement, exercise, being healthy. I've eaten probably about 700 cream eggs in the last couple of weeks and I just dip in and out of it, but I am back in my wellness routines that make me feel good. I wake up feeling energized, I'm sleeping better.
How you do?
And I'm really excited. I feel like this couldn't have come at a better time. So the itinerary is filled with loads of things. We're doing, I think we're doing like a woodland walk. We've got a sound bath, meditation. We've got lovely lunches, dinners. I think we've got a gardening workshop with Josie, which is going to be so great. Just so many amazing things, lots of things. I'm obviously going to bring you along in the vlog, but I thought I would start today. Speaking of wellness, I have a couple of things I wanted to share with you because I ordered some top-ups of some of my favourites and I thought I'd share them. So, starting off with my supplements, you may remember actually, I think it was last year, I did a partnership with Wild Nutrition and I have been using these ever since. This is the one thing that I've stayed consistent with. So I now buy these myself. So these are my top-ups that I bought myself. I actually had a consultation with them as part of my paid partnership with them on YouTube last year, and I chatted through all the things that I really wanted to try and get better at in my everyday. This is not sponsored, this is not an ad. All of these things I've bought with my own money, but the consultation was so informative and I really struggle with PMS. It knocks me out for 2 weeks of the month. The week before and the week of, I am just not myself. I find it really difficult to do the smallest things, and having a job that is very like client facing and I have to like be on my A game and film and, you know, be the best version of myself, I find it near to impossible. I don't know, I go into this like, depressive is a very strong word, but that is kind of how it feels. I can't think of a better word. I get so low. And so the lovely lady at Wild Nutrition recommended a few different supplements for me. One being magnesium, which I actually keep upstairs in my bedroom. One being vitamin D, and the other one being omega-3. I take these every single day and I love them, and I cannot tell you the difference that I feel. When I don't take these for like a month or something, I notice it so much around like those hormonal stages of the month. And I also used to take the multi-nutrient. This was the first one I ever tried, and I stopped taking it for a while, but I got another one because I feel like it's just good to do. And I know there's lots of things about supplements, and it's just one of those things that I think you have to try and figure out for yourself, and everybody is so different, so what works for one is not going to work for the other. But I have used a lot of different supplements over the years, and Wild Nutrition is always the one I go back to, just because everything is plant-based and natural and you know what you're putting in your body. I don't want to take a supplement that's supposed to be like making me feel better, but it's packed full of chemicals, because what's the point? So yeah, if you're looking for supplements, I do recommend Wild Nutrition, and that is coming from a paying customer because I bought those myself. Jack also takes, he takes ashwagandha, and I think he takes an omega-3 as well. And he buys those as well, so we've got a cupboard full of Wild Nutrition. I also ordered a couple of my favourite bits on Amazon. The first one being my matcha, because I ran out, so I wanted to get a new one. I dabble between different types of matchas. I like trying new ones. OMG tea is one that I do go back to a lot. This is the grade AAA organic matcha. I also do use Pure Chimp sometimes, which I do really like as well. So just kind of depends. I either have like an iced matcha or I put it in my smoothie because I don't really love hot drinks. Protein powder. This is my absolute favourite one, and again, I know there's so many things, like lots of people say you should just get protein from your food, and I do try to do that, but I'm not hitting the amount of protein that I should be eating for me when I'm eating food. I just can't do it. So this is a great way for me to supplement. And also, I don't really love eating breakfast. I've never been a breakfast person. I know some people are, some people aren't. I am a lunch and a dinner. Like, I eat most of my food from midday onwards. I find breakfast really hard to eat. Instead, I give myself a massive breakfast smoothie with protein, matcha, banana, fruit, spinach, like loads of stuff in it. And then at 12 o'clock, I have my big lunch. That is just how I am, and it's how I operate the best. But I've tried lots of proteins over the years, and this is the one that I go back to all the time. I think this is probably the 4th bag I've bought. This is the Form Performance Protein. This is vanilla, and I make a smoothie every morning. You might remember this from last summer because I had it every single day. I put matcha, protein. I just do 1 tablespoon of protein. It says to do 2, but that's too much for me. 1 is fine. A banana, ice, and then I'll do some like frozen spinach, frozen blueberries, whatever I've got lying around. Usually I try to reach for the spinach and like the leafy greens because that's really good for you. And I love it. I really, really love it. It literally tastes like you're drinking ice cream. And I have quite a sweet tooth in the mornings. I like something sweet that feels like dessert. So yeah, this is great. It's also, again, plant-based, so really, really good ingredients. It's not full of loads of rubbish, which I love. And then I got something new to try. I have seen so many people talking about electrolytes. It's everywhere at the minute. I feel like it's really trending. And I have mentioned before that I'm terrible at drinking water, and I love a fizzy drink. So I'm really trying to curb the fizzy drinks. I really am. And one of the ways I thought I could do that is by introducing an electrolyte, because firstly, it's great for you, it's hydrating, it's got sodium, potassium, magnesium, calcium, and no sugar. So great for you, it's hydrating, but also it tastes nice. So I decided to try this one. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie, I mainly picked this because it looked really pretty. I went for the packaging. This is from a brand called Pure Sport, which I've never heard of. I've been having this for, I think, like 4 days now. I think today was my 4th one. They come in little sachets, just exactly the same as any other electrolytes. and I just pour 1 sachet into my water bottle, which you are balancing on. And I think it's about, let me have a look actually. This is the water bottle I use. I got this in a PR bag once, Alpha H Skincare, but it's a glass bottle. And I'm pretty sure it says on here, oh no, maybe it doesn't. I think it is around 700 millilitres of water. And oh my goodness, I'm drinking it in like 10 minutes. If that was just plain water, I would drink a bit and leave it. So far I'm really enjoying these. Every single day since I've had these, I don't know if it's just placebo, but 6 AM I'm wide awake. Usually 6 AM if I have to wake up, I'm like, oh, I could stay in bed till like 7:30. But no, I'm up, I'm out, I'm ready, I'm taking on the day, I'm energized. So yeah, who knows, could be placebo, but I'm feeling really good, and I think that's the main thing. I think when you introduce like these wellnessy type things, different supplements or whatever, you literally just have to go off how you feel, because nobody knows that apart from yourself. Like sometimes I've taken things in the past and been like, oh, I've stopped taking that for like 6 months and I feel the same. So sometimes it is placebo, but I feel really good at the minute. So, you know, I'm not gonna knock it. And I just think if you're doing things that make you feel good, that is all that matters. As always, I like to be realistic, and that is where we're at. So Jack got back from his work trip last night, very late I must add. I was fast asleep when he got home. I didn't even hear Basil bark, which is probably not a great thing, because if he was a stranger, I would have been literally fast asleep. But he literally got home last night, woke up this morning, and has gone straight out to do some jobs in the garden, because that is his favourite thing in the world. So I thought I would bring you out and show you what he's doing, because he's come up with a very good system for watering the garden, basically. So I think I've mentioned this before, but we've got a well underneath our house, and we can access it, and we've put a pump down there so we can water all the gardens via the well. And it basically just collects rainwater, so it's brilliant. It's very, very handy. So because we don't have any water like access over in this part of the house, Jack has been coming up with a solution to that, basically, because if we're going to be planting vegetables, we need to be watering them. So over by the compost over here in like the back end area, Jack has got this water butt, which I think it was 350 litres or something, but it's absolutely massive. Was this 350 litres? Yeah. It's absolutely huge. It's honestly, it's like the same height as me. I'm going to talk through what you've done, but I don't really know how to explain it. So, you tell me if it's wrong. I do listen when you explain things, so hopefully I know. Oh my god, it has filled up quick.
It was overflowing.
Wow. Overflowing? Oh my god. Okay, so the system, the system works by a pump, which is this. So obviously with a water butt, there's nothing in it that can make the hose spray properly. So Jack's put a pump here, which is linked up to this section here, which that's how the water gets through the pump. You turn the pump on, and then you can use the hose as you normally would with a hose. Turn it on and it sprays out there. Also, the hose is so good. What was it, 40 meters? 40 meters, and it's retractable. Because I don't know about anybody else, but my worst thing, like having a nice garden is great, but watering it in the summer is just the worst job, because you have to reel the hose back in. So Jack found a retractable one, so all you do is just, you know, when you just pull it slightly and then it all goes back in. It's so brilliant. So Jack has just been pumping the water out of the well into the water butt, which is how we filled it up. So the plan is, when that starts to get a little bit too low, we can just pump the water out the well, the rainwater, and then it's filled up again, and it's just so brilliant. So we've basically got a full like water system with a tap, but it's not a tap, so it's great. You might remember that we were left this truck when we moved in, this big galvanised like trough thingy, and we started planting vegetables in here. We had lettuce, tomatoes, we basically just chucked a load of stuff in, and we just wanted to see what would happen. We also planted some garlic last year, which is doing very well. But I repurposed a lot of the herbs that we planted in here. I think it was when we went to Barefoot, we picked up loads of different things. Still got all the mint in here, which I cut back a lot because it went a bit crazy, and it looks like it's doing quite well, so we're just going to keep that in here for now. Need to get these stinging nettles out of here though. But I had a couple of different herbs in here, so I've moved those into the raised beds. The next thing we want to do, we planted this rhubarb in here, which everybody screamed at me saying, I can't believe you've planted 2 rhubarb plants in the smallest section ever. But they have been really good and they're still here. So what we're going to do is take these out and replant them in the big raised bed. And then hopefully we can try and grow this, because Jack loves rhubarb. I'm not the biggest fan of rhubarb, but I'd like to like it. So yeah, that is the plan. And then see if we can just reuse these rather than getting anything new, and then we'll see. But we've also got quite a nice big rosemary in here as well. And we planted some ivy at the sides just to make it look a bit prettier. And this ivy has done so well. I mean, ivy is quite easy because it's just crazy, it just grows mad. But when we put this in, it was so small and it's massive. It's got loads of new shoots on. So yeah, that is the plan with this basically. And then at some point, potentially like in the summertime, we will look at getting rid of this, and I'd like to put some nice pots in this corner, like some really big pots with maybe some bay trees or something, and then we'll just have all the mint. We've got 3 different types of mint: lemon, apple, and then I think just normal in amongst here somewhere. So yeah, we won't have this anymore, and we'll have all the mint in pots and different things like that. We've got quite a lot of rosemary. Jack just cutting that wood over there. Yeah, we've got quite a lot of rosemary in the garden because we also have this gigantic bush here that we got a couple of years ago from this corner, which is flowering really nicely. This flower bed was the one that I showed you literally every single day in my vlogs last summer, because it was kind of like our first big project, and everything's doing well apart from some of the topiary is not doing well. But you know, that's just how it goes with those kind of buxus. They aren't the best. I feel like a lot of people in garden centres I talk to always say like try and get hardier types because they are so prone to dying. But we've got lots of lovely alliums coming up. The muscari is amazing in here. I've kind of planted things in like little groups, so I've got a group of muscari there, a group of muscari along here, and then also along here I've got another 2 little groups there and there. So everything's doing nice. I did plant quite a few new bits back here because we'd kind of left this section and it was just getting overgrown with weeds. So I planted some nice little flowers, some alliums, lots of different things. Got some sedum. Oh, also, does anybody know what this is? Because this has started growing and I think this is mint. I'm sure this is mint. It smells like mint, it looks like mint, but I don't know. Is it? Maybe I'll use the iPhone camera thingy and see what it is. But yeah, so random. This wasn't here last year. I'm sure this is mint. It looks like it. I'm gonna get my phone and have a look. Next on the jobs list is fixing the slightly wonky fence, just so it doesn't fall over if we have big wind. Luckily, it's so sunny and lovely this morning, but it's literally 6:39 right now, and I need to leave in probably like 5 minutes because I'm dropping Basil off at the farm before I head on my journey. I love my outfit today. This is like one of my go-to spring outfits. I love it. White jeans. These are the Suzanne Le Croc jeans that I love. They're like a creamy colour actually. Suzanne belt, this is brown, nice chunky belt. Blue shirt is from Gant, Ralph Lauren cable knit, because it's quite cold this morning. And then I've got my Zara herringbone blazer, and I'm wearing my Celine espadrilles because they're just so comfortable. I also did heatless curls last night and it's turned out really well. I'm quite impressed. So I think that's going to be one of my new things, although I did actually curl it first, then put the heatless curler in, so kind of not really heatless curls, but I think they look really, really nice. So happy with that. I've done my makeup, although my eyes are still very puffy. I have been up since about 5:15, so yeah. Sun is coming up, it's beautiful outside, and Josie's been texting me photos of my room, and just she keeps saying, oh my god, you're gonna love it here, and I'm very excited. So it's gonna be a very lovely day. I have arrived to Coombe End, which is the most beautiful house I have ever stepped foot in. I have literally been in shock since I arrived. I feel like I walked in and was like, oh my god. I've also been meeting so many new people, so I haven't really got my camera out because, you know, I'm really awkward, but I'm gonna vlog. I'm gonna do it. Everyone else is vlogging, so it's fine. It's just me, I just get really embarrassed. But this is absolutely incredible. I cannot believe I'm here. I've met so many beautiful women. Like, oh, it is the nicest group of ladies. Everybody is so kind, so lovely. This is just so wholesome. I love it. Josie was saying she wanted it to be like a big girls' sleepover, and it literally feels like that. I feel very, very spoiled. I'm very lucky. This is stunning. This house is like nothing I've ever seen. My interior brain is exploding. Everything is gorgeous. So my room is like, I'm sorry, this is so beautiful and so me. Josie actually texted me yesterday with a photo of the room and said, I've given you this one because of the blue. It's so you. I was like, it really is. But we've got lunch in 15 minutes. So I'm just gonna have a quick freshen up, head down to the dining room for lunch, which I did just get a little sneak peek of, and wow, the table, I can't wait to show you. It looks amazing. Yeah, I'm just so grateful. My bed is full of presents, which I can't believe. I think we'll go through those later and I'll show you. I'm also really hot because I'm just like chatting and I'm all over the place, but yeah, I'm so excited to be here. This feels very special, and like I said earlier, I haven't been on a press trip on my own ever, so I feel nervous, but there are people I know, so it's fine. Laura's here. I've met Laura loads of times, so yeah, and everyone's lovely, so it's fine. I was just having a little browse of the gorgeous gifts that Josie and Chloe have put in our rooms. This I am very interested about. We've got some wild nutrition bits. Ooh, collagen. Also, we've got a walk later, and I selected some really beautiful trainers. How gorgeous. These look so teeny weeny. These are absolutely beautiful from Barefoot. I have heard such incredible things about these, so I cannot wait to wear these. Look at these. I am in love. Everything, I'm so blown away, honestly. I feel like just, I don't know, I'm so overwhelmed. We've got the itinerary. Chloe was saying that she does reformer classes on her like membership platform, so I was like, amazing, I will be signing up to that because that is brilliant to do at home. We've got some olive oil, Matcha, I've heard amazing things about this. I've actually used, I think, like a mushroom, lion's mane mushroom from there before and loved it. So that would be amazing to try. Some dark chocolate from House of Chocolate. We've got Stripe and Stare knickers. We've got, oh, some makeup bits. Inica. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I've never heard of this before, so really excited to try these. And then we also have some really, really lovely bits from Holland Cooper, which I will unbox that a bit later because I actually need to go down for lunch. I don't want to be late. Also, I have a water bottle in here. Is this a water bottle? It is. Oh, honestly, I'm so spoiled. I can't believe it. It feels like Christmas. This house is just insane. I feel like I'm not going to stop saying that because I just cannot believe how beautiful everything is. This wallpaper and the whole staircase. Oh, I just love it. Oh my god, look. Raised beds out here. Oh, I just love everything about it. It is just so gorgeous. I feel like I'm in a storybook. Hello! Me vlogging. I feel like I'm in a storybook.
Perfect. Yes.
It makes all the difference. It does. Like you're organising in our bed because you know our pain. Don't make me get paid. You can set
Everything.
I'll let you take credit for this. Basically, I know.
Basically, anyone influenced by you has been softly influenced by me.
I always
Yeah,
steal
softly.
Charlie's ideas. And I noticed that Charlie had wild nutrition in our kitchen cupboard probably for about a year before I started to question what it was. But I know that if Charlie has researched something, then it must be really, really, really good. But it's actually a nutrition brand founded by a woman for women. And I've been taking their supplements and their collagen and their protein for years now. So I'm really excited to introduce you to Talia, and you're going to chat to us a little bit more about the brand and the importance of food grown. So I'll hand over to you.
Thank you very much. Hi everybody. Please feel free to tap into
through what's here and talk a little bit. I'm not really a fabulous talker, and I have this horrible feeling you're all videoing me.
As you said that, it turned around. We were like...
So I will actually start with saying that everything here, with the exception of the chicken, is vegan. And everything here is from as close to here as I could get it, within reason. What we wanted to do, I'm very conscious these days that people are more conscious about what they're putting in their bodies, what they're eating, thinking very carefully about things like dairy and carbohydrates and good clean protein and being healthy, and just being a bit more mindful about what we put in. But it still needs to be delicious.
Anyone else getting pictures? I don't want to starve.
Yes,
Beautiful it looks so nice. And tomorrow I'm having to leave early.
Top tennis player, when's he going to take the risk of suddenly, like if you've got a young player come.
The fact that using them has prolonged. It does, yeah.
Well, it depends on the
He doesn't look real. Don't worry, baby.
I don't know why, because the white
I know, we're very clever. One day, oh my god. Hello. It is a little bit later and we have just been for a gorgeous walk, which was so nice, in the fresh air, and we've just come in. Some of the girls were just in my room having a bit of a natter, and we're just getting ready for dinner quickly. It's always the way when you're around people that you just love to talk to, that love to talk, and then you literally have no time to get ready because you spend so much time talking. So I'm doing a quick turnaround. I really love this outfit. I wasn't sure what to wear, and I was gonna wear a dress, and then I panicked last minute and thought, what if everybody goes quite chilled, because it says relaxed dinner. So, I mean, this top is not really giving relaxed, but I've gone for my H&M top that is just my fail-safe, like fancy going out top. I just love this. And then I've got some new trousers on from Suzanne, which just arrived, that I absolutely love, and I think these are going to be a real staple for me. Only thing is they haven't got pockets, and I do love a pocket. But this is my dinner outfit. I'll show you properly once I'm actually ready. But I'm just going to quickly put some fresh makeup on. I'm not going to, I'm just going to try and make some kind of tripod here. I'm not going to take my makeup off. I'm just going to touch it up. I have had my makeup on since 6:30 this morning. So it's probably not looking the best, but just a quick little touch up will be fine. We've got a gorgeous dinner, which I'm really looking forward to. And then we've got a sound healing meditation before bed, which is going to be so heavenly and such a nice way to end such a beautiful day. I am just so grateful to have met and be around so many beautiful, wonderful women. I feel like every single person on this trip is just so lovely. Like, everybody has such good energies. We all keep saying the same thing. Everyone that I speak to says exactly the same. Everybody is just so nice, and it's such a lovely group of women, and I think that is just so lovely. And also such a testament to Josie, because she is hosting, so you know, she's picked all the people and everybody is so nice. And I said to her actually earlier, you know the saying that is like, you are the sum of the 5 people that you surround yourself by? Like, that is so true, because everybody is just so wholesome and nice and lovely, and just, oh, love it. I've been speaking to Paula about her book because I loved her book. You might remember that I read her book, The Pottingshed Murder, in the summer last year, and I was obsessed with it. I literally gave it to 2 of my friends already to read because it's so good. So I was chatting to her about that. Me and Hannah were just saying it is so lovely to be around people that are just so the same as you, and just like really get your way of life and like the content that you create and that you love to watch, and just all those things. It just feels very uplifting. And although I'm so used to just always being on my own, and being around lots of new people can be quite draining, this is literally what we were just talking about. It's such an amazing sign when you leave and you just feel so energized. Like, I know that I'm gonna be going home tomorrow feeling a new lease of life, like inspired and creative and just really excited, and hopefully leaving with some really good new friends, which is really nice, especially in the industry now. I think it's no different to having like work colleagues and people that, you know, you see every day in the office. Like, we don't have that in our industry, so finding girls that really get you is just very special. But anyway, not to get soppy, I'm just going to do my hair and I'll show you my outfit. Okay, I am ready for dinner. I've gone full neutrals. Is this even showing up or is it too bright? I really hope you can see this. My trousers are from Suzanne. They are beautiful. They're like a linen. Come in. The queen has arrived. Hello. Oh, you're gorgeous. So your hair is so nice.
I don't know if I summary though. I realised I missed the note. Where's your mirror?
In the bathroom.
Hello.
I was just doing my outfit for the night.
Oh god, sorry. I'll hide.
That's okay. And then my top is H&M, but I've had this for a while. But this is like my fail-safe evening top because it just always looks nice. I think I was saying the other day that I really want to get some nice evening tops, and I feel like something like this is what I really like a little bit floaty, long sleeve, something fancy going on. And then my Zara shoes, which I always wear because they're quite low, not super high. But I really love these trousers. They are really nice. They come with a matching waistcoat, like exactly the same material, like a button up, but it was too big, so I need to return it and get a smaller size. But yeah,
she looks gorgeous.
Thank you, my love.
I'll check the others.
bottle of water, and I also had these like really lovely like it's like a sleep oil that you put like by your nose that was on my bedside table, and I will be taking it home because it was so nice. Subtle Energies Sleep Easy Nasaya oil. This is what it was. Wow, I slept so well. So anyways, I'm up, I'm showered, I'm ready for Pilates. I've got my new Holland Cooper outfit on. This is like butter. This is so unbelievably soft, this outfit. So I went for the chocolate. I think we all went for the chocolate brown. So we're all gonna look like a cult doing Pilates. But I've got the leggings, and then I've also got the top, the long sleeve top as well. I think I probably should have gone down a size, but it's fine. But this fabric is like silky, buttery, soft. It is beautiful. I've just popped this on because I'm a bit cold. So we've got a Pilates class with Chloe this morning. We've got breakfast, and then I think we're gonna get ready, and then we've got a seed sowing gardening masterclass with Josie, which I am so excited about. So that is the plan for the day, and then we are heading off home. But I have had the best time, and it's not over yet. I am honestly enjoying it so much, and I feel like I found so many kind of like new people in the industry that I know of, and I watch their videos, but I've met them and they're like my new best friends. Hannah's just texted me. She has just come back because she doesn't live far, so she went home last night. And she just texted me, and we're literally new best friends. I love it. I know Hannah's gonna watch this, and Hannah, I'm very grateful that we met. Anyways, time to go downstairs.
Good morning.
And obviously we're all wearing the lovely uniform, which is lovely, although I'm getting a bit hot. So if you want to take your tops off, and we've opened a few windows, you can get them. Our limbs hang off our core and it protects our spine. And our spine is just like holds us together. So if we have a weak core, we therefore have a weak spine, we therefore have a weak body. So we want to think about, they say that we should strengthen our core 6 minutes every day. So we obviously don't have that opportunity to do that, but you can be aware of your core every day. I put my hand. Okay. Sorry, Josie. They've all gone for the actual.
I wear them when I'm gardening.
You know what retreat we should do? With this exact group, should go and do penny van.
Yeah.
Or we should do the fan dance, what the SAS do. We walk it, they run it, we would walk it.
Okay, guys, lie down on our backs. Let's go. Oh God, please make that. life, and that was the biggest kickstart. I am so unflexible. My body is so stiff and I need to sort it out. I'm 27 years old and I had ladies next to me that are, you know, probably over 40, literally doing the splits, and I was like, oh my god, this is really embarrassing. So that is going to be changing, but that class was amazing. Apologies if the camera is shaking. My arms are very shaky,
but oh my god, Chloe is incredible, and she said to us at the end of the class that she is going to give us a code so we can do 6 weeks free of her membership, and I can offer the code to you. So I'm going to put it on the screen now because when I'm editing this I will have the code. And if you want to do any of Chloe's Pilates, if you want a little taster and see what it's like, go and do it, because she is incredible. Even just like her knowledge and how scientific she is about the muscles that you're using and like your core, and I feel like a new person, honestly. We did like a bit of a relaxation afterwards, and she put a song on, and the song was so beautiful. I literally had a tear rolling down my eye. It was just incredible. And she also does reformer classes on her platform, so I'm definitely going to be doing those. And I feel like this is just exactly what I needed to like kickstart me back. You know when you start feeling the aches and the pains of the stretches and the core workouts and things, and it's that soreness almost gives you like a kick up the bum to keep going. That is what I needed. So feeling great, feeling really good. And also my skin is looking really good this morning. I actually used a new serum last night and I'm really happy with it. So anyway, heading down for breakfast now. I am very hungry after that workout, and then I think we're going to do a quick get ready, put some clothes on, and we've got a lovely afternoon in the garden. And I haven't even seen the pool yet, so we're going to go down and see that too, which I'm very excited about. This room is just incredible. I want to have all my meals in this room. I know, I just love it. I want to come downstairs to my dining room looking like this all the time.
Every morning, but
Yeah.
for me not having dinner.
Yeah, somebody else.
That's the key essential to this. I don't want to do it every day.
It's just so good. I love it. The flowers. Right, dressed and ready. We are off to a gardening workshop with Josie. Seed sowing, all sorts. I'm kind of stuck. I don't know where I'm going. I can hear them, but I can't see them. These gardens are so pretty. They are absolutely amazing.
I like that. That's what
Everyone looks so chic.
What are we going to do?
I don't know.
Wow, more gifts. You're like Santa. Oh,
In your home.
It's too cold. But next time. It's cool.
And sowing seeds for me is basically therapy. You have your hands covered in soil, so you can't be on TikTok or YouTube or Instagram or your emails. So it's an ultimate. Or
I can find a way. Yes,
and
exactly.
so it's the ultimate way to just switch off, be in nature, and if you get to grow something that you get to eat at the end of it, then that's just so rewarding. So hopefully, with that in mind, you guys will get as addicted to seed sowing and gardening as I have got. Maybe don't get quite so carried away with buying seeds. This is one of my little pots that I keep all of my seeds in here, and I massively edited it down to bring today. So in front of you, you've got these lovely little boxes, and this is a British company called So Vital. They're a small British brand, and they very kindly, they were working overnight packing away these boxes for everybody, and they make these beautiful little seed sets, which is a fantastic way to get started and have everything you need. You've also, I think, got little caps and hand cream in your bags or boxes, because every gardener needs some good hand cream. So
wow,
what
smells
it would be
nice.
lovely to do. Also, fresher seeds are better. And when it comes to actually sowing them, a good little tip is the size of the seed. If it's this big, you want to sow it about 2 times deeper than the size of the seed, and that will give it the best chance of growth. So if you have a little unbox, inside you will have a little packet of seeds. These are actually perfect if you've got just a windowsill and you want to grow inside.
I deliver the soil.
Yes, thank
I
you.
feel like I'm serving you at a dinner table.
Help yourself to roast
Soil. Yeah.
Serving soil.
At least I'm good at something. It's good to be good at. It's good to be good at something, you know.
Wine.
I'm good at wine. I'm good at that. I'm going to copy. I know. I'm going to copy you. Because it feels very accurate.
You're having amazing.
It's beige.
Do you think it's beige?
What was it?
so nice.
It's really
Very nice.
Yeah, I know. For everything.
So annoying.
I know.
But they still up.
It's better to actually sow a seed too late in the year than too early. So never worry if you see on Instagram that it's tomato sowing time and you can't do it for another couple of weeks, because most of the time plants will catch up. But if you sow them too early, they just don't want to get up and out of bed when it's too cold or too early in the year. So better a little bit late than a little bit early, I would say.
That's why I want the host outfit. Well, where's these brands made?
Yeah, you're right. No, don't. What is this?
Let's see what am I doing?
So how big are your seeds? Okay, so actually I would do like what Lauren has done. Because they're so small, it's not worth actually doing the whole.
So just go.
Mine
are
very
tiny.
I would spring them up, separate them out like this. We're going to get a little bit more. So kind of, I've become even more woo-woo as the time has gone on. And now I garden by the moon. So because the moon's energy affects everything, and before the full moon, there's a pulling up energy, so it helps if you grow things that grow above the ground. And then during and after the full moon, there's a drawing down energy, so that's when you want to do, like, which is now, that's when you want to do radishes and carrots, because the energy is being pulled into the earth. How amazing is that?
Yeah.
So that's my crazy thing that I'm doing this year. Pop it there. So now, Hazel, you're not allowed to answer this. What this is. Parsley? Looks like it, doesn't it? You can't smell it. Look at the shape of the leaf. Coriander?
On the mark. Is it coriander?
Celery. No. Yes! I said celery! So when they get to about, to be honest, I have left these a little bit long, ideally a bit smaller than this. That's when you want to do the pricking out. So that's when we're going to use these pots. So I'm going to start to separate these. If everybody wants to grab one of these pots and fill with the Dalesford trug that I definitely didn't steal. Thank you.
No, we did. No, genuine story. I came home with that by accident. No, genuinely. We put it in the car. We had it full of like plants and stuff.
Very handy that it's here.
I'm sure Carol doesn't.
No, you do.
We do enough emotion.
Carol,
the least you could do.
So if you fill these pots with compost, everyone's going to go home with a celery plant, which is very exciting. That's lovely. I'll start to separate these out and I'll show you how to do the next bit. The aim here is to cause the least destruction to the roots of the plant. So you can either take them by the roots and take them by the leaves and give them a little bit of a wiggle, but because my compost is a bit dry, naughty, I'm actually going to just do it very delicately by hand. So I'm going to hand out these like clumps of celery, and maybe in pairs you can just very delicately separate them out so that you have one little plant, and I just do it quite gently. You can see the roots are just kind of coming through. It's a bit like the opposite of sowing, you're pulling something apart. And then taking, again, I always just use a Sharpie, but there's the So Vital ones. Make a little hole in your compost. And to be honest, I normally try and get a lot of that seed compost off, but keeping as many of the roots intact. Make the hole bigger than you think it needs to be, and sew it in. If you do it by pulling the leaves, then it'll normally just be one root, and it's really easy. And then tuck it into bed. Kiss goodnight. And then give it a little water. And this will grow into a proper celery, like you'd find at Dalesford. Bees will pollinate everything else around it. So that's why it's really good that we've got flowers, because that will attract.
Awesome, just in every sense, and I think you're all great. And to my amazing friend Jess, to being amazing at everything as well, and Charlie, you guys are amazing.
Thank you so much.
And also to Shana,
yes,
Jane. If you can.
Imagine if we go home with that open.
Everybody good there?
Yeah. So good!
Hello everyone, we are back in the car, back in Kent. I'm just driving down the driveway at the farm. I've just picked up Basil. He is so excited and so tired, and I'm feeling the same, sweetheart. I'm feeling the same, but I have never felt so uplifted, and I don't know, like, my cup is full. It's overfilling. It's, oh, I have honestly had the most incredible 2 days ever. I can't even put into words. Firstly, how grateful I am to Josie and Chloe and all the brands and everybody involved, and Charlie and everyone, for putting on such a beautifully warming and wholesome and welcoming and inviting event. That was up there with probably the best kind of like influencer thing I have ever been to. Every single woman in that room and at that house, and Charlie, were just amazing. I can't even put it into words. I'm kind of speechless, to be honest. I had so many amazing conversations, like really good conversations, and amazing food and drinks, and oh my god, the itinerary was amazing. Chloe's Pilates, I literally have been thinking about it the whole train journey, because when I tell you my bum is so sore, I just feel amazing. I literally can't believe that this is my life. First of all, this is my job. I just feel unbelievably grateful, which is always the way when I go to incredible things like this. It just blows me away, it really does. I don't think I will ever stop being so grateful for these opportunities. But I'm back in the car and I'm en route home. It's currently 5 p.m. and I honestly cannot wait to wash my face. I might even have a nice shower, to be honest. Get my pajamas on and catch up on emails and bits and bobs on my laptop, because I didn't actually take my laptop with me on the retreat, so I haven't been at my laptop, and I did that on purpose because I really wanted to be in the moment and create the good content and try and vlog as much as I could without being awkward. So yeah, I honestly had the best time, but I'm gonna end this vlog here because there's nothing else for me to say. There's nothing else to show. I really hope you enjoyed coming with me to Coombe End Manor with all the lovely women, just experiencing the retreat with me. And I will see you in the next vlog. Say bye, Bazzy. He's so tired. We've literally been in the car for 3 minutes and he's like half asleep.